Hey guys, Jamiy here, and today on Roblox we're playing some more Pokemon Brick Bronze. As you can see on screen right now, today we are versing for the first battle of Reaper 5101 using a Weavile. What is this team? This is the exact team that I battled a few days ago, I'm pretty sure. Although this is a different user. Is this team like really common? I mean, I guess they're all kinda meta. I mean, Starmie is, it used to be really meta. You don't really see Starmie too much anymore. Although that's a rapid spinner, so, and he has like a rapid spinner and a defogger. Did I bring my rapid spinner? Okay, I did. He's probably gonna lead off with with this. Actually, let me think about this real quickly. If I go into this, he's gonna Flare Blitz, and I could go into my stealth finger, yeah, that. Actually, I can go into, it probably has Thunder Punch. This is probably a dumb idea. No, I need to go to pick my Pokemon I wanted to start off with. Hopefully it was a good Pokemon. Infinite. Do I have Scizor? Yes, we do. So, yeah. Kinda wish it was my, freaking Tentacle now. Okay, let me think about this then. So he's gonna have Mach Punch, most likely, or it's gonna be Fake Out. Oh, this is gonna be bad. I guess I predicted this, but then again, Infinite is a really good lead-off because of the Fake Out potential it has. It's a Flare Blitz, okay, that's fine. Gonna get tons of damage up onto me. If it has Thunder Punch, I'm gonna die. Plus, he can set up Stealth Rocks, which I guess it doesn't really harm me too much, except my Minder Buzz, which, by the way, bringing back a fan favorite because so many people have been wanting me to do it. Although I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't really help my team right now because I have one special attacker which is about to die most likely from a Thunder Punch. So yeah, let's go for a Scald for the potential to KO it. He's gonna withdraw into the Starmie. That's gonna have Psychic, isn't it? I really wouldn't suggest running Psychic on Starmie. I don't think it does, but just in case, I probably should swap out. What would I use though? It's gonna be Psychic, right? I was gonna use, because Starmie's always run Rapid Spin, Ice Beam, Scalds, and Thunderball, I guess? Okay, well, maybe, oh, he has Thunderball, that's super effective, okay. And I got paralyzed, that's always amazing. Let me go for a quick, I could Toxic, but I'm gonna go for a Roost. He's gonna swap out. No, he's not. He's staying in. This was a bad idea then. Hopefully I don't get paralyzed, which I did. Are you kidding me? I kinda wish I oh wait, can I tank another hit? Okay, in 2 turns, he did 230. If I split down the middle, take away the leftovers, recovery as well, which should be around like, I don't know, 60-ish. I should be on around like, I know, like 80-ish. Can I live another hit? Or is it too risky to do that? I think I can live another hit. Oh, I can. Nice. Take down Starmie, that's a Rapid Spinner gone. Oh, it lived. Oh. Well, I mean, at least I got the Marsh right, that I could live that. Do I really need the Minder Buzz? Oh wait, this has Defog, and I have a Defog and a Rapid Spinner as well. I just realized that. That probably wasn't a smart thing to do. Also, I don't remember what his Mega Pokemon was, so that is also amazing. I could swap out, but the Minder Buzz, it's not going to work, so I'm just going to get rid of it, I guess. The only thing that Minder Buzz is really good against on his team. Oh wait, I have Lycanroc. Is Lycanroc a good lead off now? Because what could he can't swap out into anything, so I guess potentially, yeah. Then again, the Bayonet, I could get the Mega up as well. If I go into the Bayonet, he's going to go into the Weavile next, and I could go into a Scizor. Actually, I could go into a Granbull, which would make more sense. So I'm going to go into the Bayonet. I'm going to go for a... I almost went for knockoff. Shadow Sneak, which is obvious. He's going to withdraw the Starmie, going to save it. Gonna go into the Weavile. That should be an obvious. I can go for the Will-O-Wisp if I really wanted to. Not sure if that's a good idea or not. Although, I don't know what his move he's gonna have. He might have a Night Slash, which I'm kind of scared of. So I think I want to swap out into my Granbull, which should be fairly obvious. But Shadow Sneak, it broke the Focus Sash if it had one. Some of them do run Focus Sash instead of the Life Orb, but usually it's a Life Orb, so that's fine. So Mandibuzz didn't really work out too well for the first battle, because we got paralyzed the first turn. And Foul Play didn't actually KO that. Kinda sucks. Beat Up is it's one of my sets, Len. Because no one used Beat Up before I used Beat Up on Weavile, which was kind of interesting. I'm surprised actually no one actually did run it before I ran it. So that's why he kept the Stamina alive, because of that. So I'm going to go for a Thunder Wave now. He's going to swap out into the what? Robot. Please hit it, please hit it. Yes, that is just what I needed. Okay, now, because also, every time I battle a Crobat, I've always managed to somehow Thunder Wave it. I think for the past three or four times now that I battled a Crobat, I've paralyzed it every single time. And that's how I managed to do that. So he's going to probably use like a Cross Poison. So I think Scizor is my best option to go into. Maybe the Tentacruel. The Lycanroc, I think the Scizor is the best option I have. Unless he's going to go for Brave Bird, which will hit me... Oh, Taunt? That's fine. What's he going to swap out into low? Do I just U-turn out? I can't Swords Dance or Roost. I could Bullet Punch, but he's most likely going to swap out. Do I just go for the U-turn? I think I do. He's going to withdraw into the Infinite, because it can tank one Bullet Punch. I'm not sure if it can tank two low, although that heavily resists me, unfortunately. If I go into the Lycanroc, he will most likely go into... What is the question? I have a Focus Sash, but this could have Fake Outs plus a Mach Punch, and it might not be a Thunder Punch there, because when I swapped out to my Tentacruel previously, it didn't Thunder Punch me, it swapped out. So I'm gonna go for Scald again, hoping for him to swap out again, for me to finally KO something or get a burn on something. Which runs Infinite into the Jolteon. Burning this isn't going to be that amazing, unfortunately, but I would have taken it. Could have knocked off, which would have been a little bit better, but that's fine. For this low, I don't really have anything. I could go into the Lycanroc and just priority it, just to keep my Tentacruel alive, because it is fairly important, I believe. But I could also tank one hit from this thing, I'm pretty sure. Trying to think, what? I guess I'll go into the Lycanroc. I can't get one hit unless it paralyzes me, which will suck, and if I get paralyzed instantly. Thunderbolt. Shame I don't have any ground type Pokemon, that would have definitely helped me right now. Let's go for an Accelerock. It's not going to one hit KO it, but I'll take damage. There we go, he's going to go for a Thunderbolt. Okay, let me think about this now then. I could go into the Scizor, Swords Dance, and then, but I don't want to get paralyzed is a question, or is a problem. Bayonet can Shadow Sneak it. It looks like, I think it's a Volt Absorb set. He's probably going to go into the... Is he going to swap out though is the question. Is he going to swap out or will he not? Because the last time he swapped into the Weavile, I could just knock off. I'll Shadow Sneak it. I don't think it's worth risking it. Yeah, Shadow Sneak. He didn't swap out that time. Tried playing it. It says that he's been in a video previously. I don't know if he's using the same team, because I remember someone using either this exact team or it's very, very, very similar. But I don't think the last guy that I battled had a beat up Weavile. So now I'm going to go into the Granbull again. Fairly obvious, so that's kind of unfortunate. But I can go for Thunder Wave again, although he's probably going to go back into the Crobat, so I think a Play Rough for the potential attacker drop is going to be the best. Beat Up isn't really going to hit me too hard, obviously we've seen this matchup, plus it's going to hit me one time less now. I think Leftovers can heal up most of that, so yeah, I'm going to be on full hit points on the next turn again. I'm going to go for Play Rough this time. He's going to withdraw into his Crobat most likely. He is. He's probably going to Taunt again, I would assume. Can I get attack drop? No, unfortunately. He might predict me going into my Scizor, so I want to say the Tentacruel is the better option. But at the same time, can I KO that Infinite easily? Not really. So I could go into the Scizor and Swords Dance, I think that's a good idea. But he might predict me and go into his Infinite now. So you can see it. Trying to think of all these little things. U-turn. He's going to U-turn out into his... what you might call it, that thing. Into his Infinite. And I'm going to go into my... Infinite, that's clearly what he was going to do. I don't think Bullet Punch will KO it. I was hoping to get one Sword Dance and then Bullet Punch, and then I should be able to Bullet Punch you to death, but I can't anymore. Let's go into the Tentacle since I resist Flare Blitz and Close Combat. Looks like it doesn't have a Thunder Punch, which is amazing. He's going to Flare Blitz. That should be fairly obvious, but just in case I didn't swap and I went for a Bullet Punch, he would have been fine. Although if I Bullet Punched him and he Flare Blitzed, his Infinite would have probably died from recall damage, so I could have probably stayed in, but that's okay. Scald again for the potential KO on the Infinite, KO on the Starmie, burn on something that isn't the Crobat. Yeah, there's the Crobat. Pretty sure I can tank hits from the Crobat low, right? But yeah, I can like probably KO this thing. It's probably going to U-turn out again. I guess I'll knock out. Actually, wait. Let me Acid Spray it first turn. I outspeed a Crobat because it's paralyzed. Forgot about the paralyzed and let me outspeed it. Could have gone for Scald and KO'd it. He's going to Brave Bird me. That's going to actually get a critical hit and KO me. That's kind of sucks. No! I should have Scalded again. I forgot the paralyze was up. Okay, let's go into the... I think the bin. He hasn't got Crobat anymore. I'll go into the Bayonet. He's going to go Starmie. I'm going to Shadow Sneak it. Take down the Starmie. I've taken down 2 of his Pokemon. He's taken down 3, but it's fine. I can take down his Starmie right now, which I am going to be able to do. He's going to go into the Weavile. I'm clearly going to go into the Granbull again, since that's the best option. So Mandibuzz didn't really come in too handy. It took down the Starmie to one-shot, which was amazing. Lycanroc's going to come out then. We're probably going to go for the Stealth Rocks. None of my Pokemon are weak to Stealth Rocks, though I know. So I'm going to go for a Will-O-Wisp. Or should I go for the Knockoff? I'll go for the Will-O-Wisp because he can do a ton of damage. Accelerock shouldn't do too much, that's fine. Get the Will-O-Wisp off. I guess that's why he went for that. Now I can knock off, do a ton of damage to his Lycanroc. Potentially one-hit KO it since it is fairly weak on the defenses. Toxic. That's not good though. Why does the Lycanroc have Toxic? I have no idea. That's kind of interesting. The Burn, I don't think can even KO it. Oh, it does. Okay, that's good. His next... Okay, we've got to remember. Weavile's the Dark type. I can't Destiny Bond it because it will outspeed me. He has his Infinite and his Weavile left, and I'm pretty sure those are his last 2 Pokemon. And the Granbull technically can actually just win it for us instantly. He's probably... What would he even go into, though, is the question. It's got to be the Weavile, but he's going to predict me going to the Granbull, so I technically win this battle. There's no way he can come back from this unless he critical hits my Granbull and KOs it, because Granbull can win me this battle right now, I believe. Into the Weavile, he's probably going to predict me going into my Granbull, so this time I'm going to go into the Scizor, and I'm going to go for a Bullet Punch. Because even if he swaps out into the... He's not going to beat up, he's going to go for a Swords Dance, that's why I went into the Scizor, so this time I knew he'd predict me going to the Granbull again, so I've got to have those mind games. Now if I Bullet Punch it, obviously he's going to either Ice Shard or have to swap out. He's going to Ice Shard. Shouldn't do too much, it doesn't, it does like 55, 54, something like that. So Bullet Punch can take down the Weavile, he's only left with his Infinite, which still potentially, yeah, it hasn't got Thunder Punch, so I'm leading to believe it is a Mach Punch Fake Out set, the exact same set as mine. Now I can Bullet Punch this Infinite and it might just KO it. Unfortunately not, never mind, so yeah, that did not do a lot at all. I guess maybe a Sword Dance Bullet Punch wouldn't be able to take it down earlier. So I thought actually that would have done a lot more. Turns out I didn't, but I think that is the game right there. That was actually really good. That was a really good battle. I kind of enjoyed that, even though I've had those matchups quite a lot. So I think those matchups definitely helped me right there. But like I said, you gotta make the right plays at the right times. I predicted him going for a different move. I actually was expecting him to go for an Icicle Crash or something different, not a Swords Dance, because I thought he might have had Taunt, which is the set that I'm running on my Weavile right now, and I forgot that I actually get Swords Dance, so yeah. And by the way, I also found out recently that Bayonet doesn't get Swords Dance, but it gets Calm Mind. What? Excuse me? I mean, it has really good physical attack when it's a Mega, but I mean, give me the Sword Dance ability so I can spam Shadow Sneak at the very least, come on. It doesn't get Sword Dance, it doesn't get Hone Claws, so I mean, I don't know why. I don't think there's any way to increase Bayonet's physical attack at all, unfortunately. Let's see Battle Pass to it, but there's that. Anyway, that's the first battle. I'll be back in a second for the next battle. Okay, for the second battle, we have Nice Guy 945. Fairly lower rank, but that's fine. He is using his own Mega Bayonet, it looks like. Yeah, I think that's a Mega Bayonet. 2 water types, interesting. I don't actually have a grass type move at all, so that's gonna be nice. Mandibles looks like it's not gonna be very useful in this, except from the bayonet, which is... Mandibles is one of the best counters to a Mega Bayonet. It's dark type, so it can't... Yeah, and plus, unless it's CQ3 and speed, can't outspeed me because Mandibles has a higher base speed at 80 than the Bayonet does at 7, or the Mega Bayonet does at 75, which is weird. But I'll tell a tank outspeed it. Plus, like I said, Pranks doesn't work on dark types, so Mandible's like one of the best counters to it. I'm going to lead off with this because I'm going to go for my Stealth Rocks because he has a few Pokemon that are weak to rock types, which includes the Rotom, going to probably Hydro Pump, but it includes the Weavile and the Magmortar, I believe. So interesting team. So yeah, I gotta start actually remembering. There's like a time limit for like the first part of every battle now. Or there's always been, and I always keep forgetting it, and I always wait till last second before I start playing my Pokemon. Okay, let's go for a Stone Edge. Hopefully, just does a critical hit. Don't miss, I swear. Please let him miss. Let him miss. No, he hits it. He hits a Hydro Pump twice in a row, but I can't hit Stone Edge once in a row or once at all. No. Okay, I see how it is. I wonder if Mandibuzz is a good idea. I mean, I could go into the Bayonet and knock off Rats? Or Tentacruel, but it's electric type, so no. I probably needed, yeah, I definitely needed my Superior right now. Yeah, that would have definitely helped, but go into the Bayonet. Wide Lens? Doesn't that increase accuracy? I think it does. Let me go for a knockoff. As you can see, I've increased my PP on Destiny Bond by 1. I do need to get more PP, so I keep forgetting about the freaking Lotto system. I'm trying to do it every single day. I haven't done it for like a week. That goes for the same as the Nuzlocke challenge. I haven't done anything with it. Okay, knock off that. He's gonna Will-O-Wisp me. Do you mind, please? Okay. Well, now I'm burnt. So that's amazing. I forgot that was a thing. Now what? I guess I'll do that again. I can do it like 2 more times, right? I'll still speed him, so I mean, sure. Volt Switch in. That's kind of did a lot of damage. I'm gonna say the Weavile. Am I right? The Weavile, right? Weavile, Stone Edge is gonna just Stealth Rocks is gonna just take it down to like 75%. I'm also gonna swap back into my Ground Ball. The exact same situation as the last battle. Plus I can Heal Bell, get rid of my burn, so that'll be nice. I'm probably gonna use my Destiny Bond on his. Actually, that's my decision. Night Slash shouldn't do too much. I mean, that was kind of predictable. Not a beat up set, so hey, that's fine. Because beat up is OP if you know how to run it. Which actually he could have actually run the beat up right now because he has all 6 Pokemon left. Metal Claw, that wasn't expected at all though. Why do you have Metal Claw in a Weavile? I don't think that is exactly a smart idea. It's mainly because it didn't do a lot of damage, but I mean, they could have run like Taunt or Swords Dance on your Weavile to give you the sweeping chance, or the ability to not let me Heal Bell, for example, would have been a good idea. And Power Up Punch, so now it's on neutral nature, on neutral attack, and my freaking... How did mine miss? So it is a Life Orb set, it looks like. Metal Claw again, that does a little bit more damage, obviously, because it's got more attack, now it's got plus... Wait, Metal Claw increases physical attack as well? Did not know that. Never mind. That might be a smart idea. But I'm pretty sure Melkor is only like a 50 base power move, so I'm not 100% sure about that statement. It might not really be a good idea, but that's fine. Into the Rotom again. Stealth Rocks is gonna just damage it. I'm pretty sure it outspeeds me low, so hopefully it doesn't. Okay, it does. Volt Switch again. Ah, he's gonna do a lot of damage into his Fire type. I would assume now. Manaphy, never mind. What is this going to do? Is the question. Well, his, oh, that actually did an okay amount. Guess I'll just do that again, because he's gonna Tail Glow, most likely. Or will he? Because I did quite a lot of damage. He's gonna Surf, that's gonna KO me, Ripper on the Granbull. I don't really have a special tank, except from the Manaphy, on the Mandibles, which isn't a good idea for the Manaphy, so no thank you. I will go into the Tentacruel. Do I knock off, or do I guess I'll Acid Spray. His, Water Electric type, what's it called, Rotom Wash, can't come back in now because of the fact that Stealth Rocks are up, it's going to KO it. Energy Ball doesn't really do a lot, which is amazing. Then we go for another Acid Spray. Actually, I think I should just spam Acid Spray on this thing, because if you just swap out, I get the special defense drop, which only affects my Tentacruel, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Except from burning something. He has a Soulbox Copy. Didn't expect that, to be honest, but he hasn't Tail Glown, so it doesn't matter if he has that. Plus, he kind of already outspeds all of my Pokemon. Wait, are all my Pokemon slow and tanky? Or supposedly tanky? I mean, I don't think you can classify Mega Bayonet as a tank, because it's got very bad defenses, but the speed is also god-awful. So, yeah. Okay, Bayonet, so that's fine. Do I knock off this thing? On the Black Sludge, I mean, sure. I don't know if this thing can one-hit KO me, though. I guess I have Lycan Rock, that's like my only fast Pokemon in this team, so I mean, yeah, that doesn't really matter at all. Guess I'll Scald for the burn chance, I'll take that if I can get it. It is a Mega Bayonet. I wonder if it's one of my OTs, so I guess we'll see. This one in chat says, I remember when Jamiy said that Mega Venusaur annoys the heck out of me. I'm not sure if it actually does anymore. I'm pretty sure I can beat them a lot of times, it just depends on the rest of the team, to be honest. Can I get a burn? I do not. Knock off is going to do a lot. I saw speed it low, so that's amazing. Actually, should I swap out? I have the Mandibuzz, but I should have swapped out into Mandibuzz. Why didn't I? That was wasting my Tentacruel. I guess I'll swap out now just to keep my Tentacruel alive. It might outspeed one more Pokemon, like the, I don't know what it has. Shadow Sneak, that's fine. I'm going to obviously Foul Play, so maybe I should Toxic. Foul Play, that's fine. So yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure how smart it is having a Defogger and a Rapid Spinner on the same team. Wait, did he knock off me? I think he knocked off me, so he must have EV trained a little bit in speed. Or it's a Jolly Nature, which would outspeed me if it was a Jolly Nature, but I think it's a lot better. Rotom is going to be sent out, get KO'd by the Stealth Rocks, like I said, that's fine. But yeah, I mean, for Mega Bayonet, Adamant is better because also a 10% increase to your physical attack and minus 10% to your special attack which you're not using is better than having speeds. Since also you have 165 physical attack, you're going to get a lot more of that than the speed, in my opinion. Let me swap out into the... I'm going to swap into Tentacruel, see if it's a physical attacker or a special attacker. I want to say physical. Okay, it's a physical, and if Thunder Punch is not good at all, so rip around with that. I guess I can Foul Play it then. I just wanted to see if it was a special or a physical. If it was special, I kind of just wanted to swap out and not have Mandibuzz really deal with it because I had to Foul Play it. Or I wanted to Toxic it. Foul Play is going to be a 2-hit KO. He's going to overheat me now, which is interesting. I outspeed it somehow, so this one isn't EV trained speed, but the Bayonet is. I don't think this is one of the users that I gave away Mega Bayonet to. At least I don't think it is. Get into the Blister. At least I can Toxic Soul this now, but it might have Heal Bell, which is going to be a slight problem. Toxic. Okay, I'll speed the Blister. That's fairly obvious. Is he going to have Heal Bell? Toxic myself. That's fine. Not really, because I don't have... Do I have my... Let me check. Do I have Granbull still? I don't remember what the Granbull died to. Unless it was... Wait, what did my... Yeah, my Granbull's dead. What did my Granbull die to? That's a good question, I forgot. I don't think Foul Play is not going to do anything to it, so I guess I'll Roost against it. I wonder if he does have Heal Bell, because if it does, I'm so screwed. Ice Beam. What? Not Seismic Toss? Well, I mean, I'd tank it a lot better than Seismic Toss, so I'll take that. So, yeah. I'm going to... It might have Flamethrower though. I don't want to swap onto my... I don't want to swap on because it has Flamethrower. Which I don't think he's going to use against my Mandibuzz, but I guess we'll see in a second. Ice Beam again. He can't freeze me, so that's good, but the Poison going to do a lot of damage. He isn't Heal Belling yet, but then again, you might not want to waste PP on that. But yeah, I wanted to bring up Mandibuzz because it's a Toxic Staller as well, which obviously does help. Plus, I could also run Knockoff instead of the Defog now on my Mandibuzz, but I already have 2 Pokemon Knockoff. I don't think I need a third one, so I might as well carry a Defogger and this Rapid Spinner. Plus, if Team Preview is off and I see my Tentacruel go down, might want to stab Stealth Rocks. I still have my Pokemon to get rid of them still, so I think it's pretty smart to have 2 potentially. I mean, on the team that I'm using right now, I think it is, but the Bayonet sucks, I'm not gonna lie. The Bayonet isn't a good mega. I thought it would be, but like I mentioned, it's not that amazing, unfortunately. It really sucks. The main problem with it is that it just isn't tanky enough to really use its physical attack. It's got really good physical attack for like Shadow Sneak, but Dark types just completely destroy it, unfortunately. And you have to swap out a lot, so it's really only really good for like spamming Will-O-Wisp really and like Destiny Bonding whenever it really needs to potentially get a knockoff against something, but usually it's just going to spam Shadow Sneak to get a little bit of damage off before it dies. Destiny Bonding if it's not a Dark type, Will-O-Spin if it's a physical attacker. But yeah, so one Soul Dance should be good enough I think for a Blister, because it's not in Heavy Lighted Chansey, which is technically more tanky I believe. Yeah, Blood Punch will be a one-hit KO. And it critical hits it. I don't think that was needed, but I'll take it. But anyway, I think I'm going to leave a lot off there. Just one thing, but I gave the GG real quickly like I have. Completely forgot about doing this in the recent videos. People have been requesting saying, Jamiy, what's your EVs on this specific Pokemon like using this video? So I think from now on, at the end of the video, I'm going to quickly show you like the IVs, the EV sets, the moves I'm using in my Pokemon. Not really going to talk much through it, just going to quickly show you them, but also here's the Tentacruel, the set I'm running, to follow that. Some people think that I'm super running Acid Spray. Acid Spray is just there to like decrease special defense if you're running like a multiple special attackers, not just one. It is kind of stupid to run Acid Spray with just one special attacker, but also I'm meant to be running multiple. I'll quickly give like a quick rundown of the set. 6x31, I did bottle cap it for the physical defense okay. I didn't want to waste time trying to get a 6x31. Reason why I'm running Timid with 16 EVs, because some people are think I'm crazy for doing this. This lets me outspeed base 70 speed Pokemon. No, base 70 speed Pokemon. Speed base, I don't even know. But 70 base speed Pokemon, which includes stuff like Breloom. If they are fully EV trained, I can outspeed them. So I can feel free to get a free move off the Tentacruel. Next one's going to be Granbull, obviously running exactly like a Arcanine would. HP physical defense with Impish nature. You got a Heal Bell player with Thunder Wave, Earthquake. It depends if you really classify it as a better Arcanine. I don't think it is, but it does have less weaknesses than an Arcanine, so it depends. Plus it's Fairy over Fire, it depends, although Granbull has Intimidate. Actually no, they both have Intimidate. Very few Arcanines run the Flash Fire or whatever it's called to absorb fire type moves. Usually it's Intimidate just to freaking destroy physical attackers, so there's the Granbull. Like I said, IVs and EVs. Just rest it of the 6 into physical attack just to give me that enough chance to like get a good KO I guess, or anything like that. Could have dumped it into special defense, but the physical attack can use it the most. So next Pokemon is going to be the Mega Bayonet. Obviously I mentioned this before, like it's not really that great unfortunately. It does have a lot of problems, plus for some reason in X and Y it was underused, or in the tier underused. In Sun and Moon it got changed to overused for some reason that I don't know, because you have to think about this. Will-O-Wisp was nerfed, it now has accuracy. I think it, actually I don't remember if it always used to have 85% accuracy, but if it didn't, it does now. So Will-O-Wisp was nerfed. Shell Sneak wasn't nerfed. Destiny Bond was nerfed, if you don't know. Destiny Bond, well in Pokemon Brick Bronze right now it isn't nerfed, but it should be. I'll probably have to tell Lando again, but Destiny Bond is like Protect now, you can't spam it. If you use it once, it'll work. If you use it 2 times consecutively, it's like Protect and it'll only work 50% of the time, and then it'll get lower and lower every time. And also for the Mega's ability, Prankster, it was nerfed again in the 7th generation by not being able to work against Dark type Pokemon. It won't be a priority move, so 3 nerfs technically to like a Mega Bayonet, but it still gets a tier boosted up to Overused, which is really really bad because there's a lot of overused Pokemon that Mega Bayonet can't even match against, so really bad choice for it to have that. But as you can see, EVs, HP, physical attack, and rest just dumped into special defense instead of the second highest stat I believe when it Mega Evolves. So that is the Mega Bayonet. Next one is the Lycanroc. Obviously this is the Stealth Rock set. You could run a other set with Sword Dance I guess, with Life Orb, but yeah, it's pretty risky to run Sword Dance without the Focus Sash because one Bullet Punch you're going to die from a lot of things. But also Accelerock, Stone Edge, Fire Fang. You could run Thunder Fang if you really want to for water types I guess, but I chose Fire Fang So there's that. EVs, also and IVs, 5x31 with EVs on physical attack, speed. I just dumped the rest into special defense. It doesn't really matter about the rest of them. So there's Lycanroc. Next one is going to be the Scizor. Scizor, there's a lot of sets around with Scizor, to be honest. I'm running right now Sword Dance, Roost, Bullet Punch, and U-Turn. I used to be running U-Turn, Bullet Punch, Sword Dance, and Pursuit. I swapped it out for Roost, just for the healing option, since I'm running a tankier team. IVs I'm running are kind of bad. I think this was before the Destiny Knot came out, but EVs are full physical attack and full physical defense. So it's a physical tank. You could run hit points, a bit in physical defense and a bit in special defense, and then have Sword Dance to give your attacker boost. I think that's for like Mega 1, low for like the Uber tier, or when you use an Uber tier. Scizor is underused now in Sun and Moon, which is weird. I actually didn't know that. I thought it was overused. It was overused in X and Y, got changed down to underused in Sun and Moon, but the Mega, I believe, is overused, but it can be used in Ubers, as it has got a good set for the Uber tier. So that is Scizor, also with Technician to give my Bullet Punch a boost. On the last one we have Mandibuzz, which also brought back. I might use it in a couple more videos, but Toxic, Ruse, Foul Play, Defog. This is my set that I ran on it. I'm not sure if it's a good set. Some people like running knockoff on it. I prefer this set overall because I like Toxic Stallers at the time. The EVs I've gone with, or the IVs, you can see, IVs are pretty trash, to be honest. I should honestly breed for another one, and I probably should do that, but I don't know, I might not. But the EVs I'm running is very specific for me. I don't really know why I wanted to do this, but I did. But I put 122 hit points, 216 into physical defense, and 190 into special defense. The reason why I did this, usually some people on Mandibuzz will run either a physical tank set or a special tank set. I went for split down the middle and wanted both. The reason why I can see this, 201 in the physical defense and 201 in the special defense. Again, if I quickly go out of this, you can see with a careful nature, so I can get even more special defense. So I'll make sure I'm on 201 for both stats, to make myself as tanky as possible in both stats and make them the exact same. I wouldn't really recommend it, but it's worked out for me really good, so I'm not 100% sure if this is a really good set or not, but I'm using it. It's worked a ton. Like I said though, gotta be careful about Mandibuzz because it is very strong, but it does have a lot of weaknesses, so gotta be careful about that. But anyway, I'm going off there. I think that actually that last part of the video took a little bit too long. In the future, I'm just gonna quickly fly through them just like this, and just not even talk about this IVs, show the moves, and then next Pokemon like a couple of seconds, just so I don't have to talk about them, because honestly, I don't really need to talk about the specific sets and why I'm running them. If you want to know the specific sets and why I'm running them in more detail, you can go watch the separate videos that I did on each of them. Honestly, pretty sure I did one on every single one of these, except from Scizor potentially. Not 100% sure about that. But anyway, I'll leave off there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Actually, I might not done one on Grand Bowl. I don't think I have. But anyway, like I said, we'll leave off there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And like always, I'll see you guys next time.